Today we're taking a look at how to create and install a ringtone on your iPhone using nothing but the iPhone. Now you'll find if you search in the App Store there's a number of ringtone creator apps, but all those do is let you trim down one of the songs in your library and then export it to your computer, where you're going to need to use iTunes on the computer to get it back onto the iPhone. But this review is just going to show you how to create and install a ringtone on your phone using nothing but the iPhone. And to do that, we're going to use Apple's own app called GarageBand. You see it here. It's available on the App Store, and we'll also have a link down underneath this video. But we've already purchased the app GarageBand, so we'll go ahead and open it. So now we're in GarageBand. Now it might open with this curtain called Demo already ready to play. So as you see here, we've got that open, but we're going to want to create a new track or a new song. So we'll click on this arrow up in the upper left, we'll hit My Songs, and then we'll hit the plus sign now in the upper left to create a new song. Now the first thing we have to do when creating a new song is to pick an instrument. And that's okay, we're not going to use the instrument, but we still have to pick it. So we pick drums here. And then in the upper left-hand corner, next to that down arrow, you're going to see this multi-track button. So we'll click that. Now that's going to show us the different tracks we have. And in order to import a song, we're going to click on this little loop-looking icon up here in the upper right. So we'll click on that, and you can see we've got three different tabs here. Audio files might be what it defaults to, but if you look on the right-hand side, you'll see Music. This is where we're going to have access to our iTunes library on the phone itself. We'll go into Artists, and you can scroll down. We'll find the artists that we want, and you'll notice some of the songs here in mine are grayed out. Now that's because they're on iTunes Match, so they're residing on Apple's servers, not my phone. You actually have to look for any tracks that are darker in color. And you can go ahead and preview those by just touching on them. But we want to actually touch and hold, and we'll get this MPEG-4. Go ahead and slide that over into GarageBand's interface. It's going to import the file. And there's our song right there. Now if you look at underneath that gear icon in the upper right, you'll see this little plus icon. If we click that, I've got mine set to 40 bars. Initially, yours will be set to probably around 8. You're going to want to go ahead and change that so that you can see more of the track that you want to trim down. So we've got it set at 40 there. We'll go back into our song. And here, if we click on our song, we can then go ahead and start to trim up to the exact section that we want to use. So you can just keep on moving the back rearward and the front forward until you find the track that you want to use, or the section of the track. Then you'll see this little indicator right here. That'll allow us to start playing the song. You can see which part of the song you're actually choosing. So we can hit stop again. We'll go back to the beginning. Actually, this part I want is a little bit later in the song. And you can continue to do that until you get the exact part of the song you want. By taking two fingers and spreading them apart on the screen, you can also zoom in to just get a little bit more finely detailed of the part of the song you were going to pick. So now we're ready to export the song as a ringtone and actually install it on our phone. First, what I'm going to do is just get rid of this drum track that we started with. So just touch it again where it's green, and hit delete. So now all we have is the song we want. So we'll go ahead, we'll go back here into My Songs. It's going to save the track, and we can rename it if we want. If we just click on My Song, and we'll just put Ringtone. Hit OK. Now this is the part where we actually export it into our phone, into the settings ringtone part of the phone. So we'll do that by clicking Edit. We'll pick the one that we want, and we'll hit the export icon there. we've got a number of different services that we can export to, but we want to share song as ringtone. It's all the way at the bottom. So click that. Okay, it says our ringtone length needs to be adjusted. So it's going to automatically be shortened. So ours was a little bit too long. So we'll say OK. And we'll go ahead and name it test. And I'm going to save it to my ringtones. Go ahead and hit export. It's exporting the ringtone. And then we'll see that it's available in our settings. Now it's going to give us the opportunity to use the sound as our standard ringtone, assign it to a contact, even right here within the GarageBand app. But we're not going to do that. We'll just say done. We'll get out of this app. We're going to go back into our settings app on the phone. And I'll show you where to turn that ringtone on. So we'll go to settings, and then we'll scroll down here to sounds. And here's our ringtones. Now let's look for the ringtone that we just made. Go into ringtones, and there it is there, test. So we can set that as our default ringtone. And as you can see, we've got it playing here. Okay, great. So that's how you're going to create a ringtone using only your iPhone and the music that's on it and the GarageBand app.